Hello, my dear students, welcome to e-learning. In this video, we will discuss about what is a theme, what are the different types of themes, what is a symbol, what are the different types of symbols used in the novel Lord of the Flies. So let's get started. What is a theme? Theme is the underlying truth of the story, not the plot, but what the plot means. In Lord of the Flies, there are many themes and they are interwoven with each other. The different types of themes used in the novel Lord of the Flies. Number one, the need for civilization. The most obvious of the themes is man's need for civilization. Contrary to the belief that man is innocent and society evil, the story shows that laws and rules, policemen and schools are necessary to keep the darker side of human nature in line. When these institutions and concepts slip away or are ignored, human beings revert to a more primitive part of their nature. Number two, loss of innocence. As the story commences, we have a lot of apparently civilized, innocent boys who are well behaved, trying their best to find out ways to maintain themselves and longing for rescue. Moving ahead, the readers experience a drastic change in the children when they gradually change from well behaved schoolboys to cruel, bloodthirsty hunters who have forgotten civilization and are fighting for survival of the strongest. At first, it is a place of natural beauty and peace. But when Simon returns later in the novel, he discovers the bloody soul's head impaled upon a stake in the middle of the clearing. The bloody offering to the beast has disrupted the paradise that existed before, a powerful symbol of innate human evil disrupting childhood innocence. We have third, the loss of identity. Civilization separates man from the animals by teaching him to think and make choices. When civilization slips away and man reverts to his more primitive nature, his identity disintegrates. The boys use masks to cover their identity, and this allows him to kill and later to murder. The loss of a personal name personifies the loss of selfhood and identity. Next, we have fourth is power. Different types of power, with their uses and abuses, are central to the story. Each kind of power is used by one of the characters. Democratic power is shown when choices and decisions are shared among many. Authoritarian power allows one person to rule by threatening and terrifying others. Spiritual powers recognizes internal and external realities of life. We have next fear. Golding manages to achieve a great unity of purpose through his uses of fear in Lord of the Flies. Fear is perhaps the most convincing single emotion he could have chosen. The universality of these emotions provide its prime power. Golding's master stroke is to present fear as the motive power behind the actions of the boys. For the validity of the emotions give validity to the motivation. Ralph foolishly climbs the mountain at night in search of the beast. When he does this, is the patent absurdity that he fears being accused of cowardice. As the boys degenerate, their fears become increasingly powerful and increasingly irrational. They are becoming afraid of things that they would have not they would not have thought of a few months earlier. A number of taboos arise. The fear demonstrated by these taboos is quite irrational. It amounts to a superstition that the thing named is the thing itself. The primitive mind is full of such beliefs, and of course, as the boys lose their hold on their former civilized ways, they tend to fall more and more into this fallacy. We have a symbol. What is a symbol? A symbol in a novel is based upon an image. An image is something that can be recognized by one or more of the five senses. The image is then made to stand in place of an abstraction which cannot be easily visualized. Symbols can be divided into two large categories, both of which appear in Lord of the Flies: public symbols and private symbols. We have symbols, the conch. The boys, Rob and Piggy, discovered the conch shell on the beach right at the onset of the novel and used it to call all the boys together. The conch is used to summon other characteristics of civilization. The conch also stands for authority in the novel. The one who holds the shell holds the right to speak. It may be stated that the shell stands for political and democratic power. As gradually the effect of civilization recedes, the conch too seems to become redundant. It loses its power and influence. It is even described as fragile and white. At one moment, one Ralph desperately tries to take his stand and holds on to the conch. The savage boys throw stones at him, and ultimately, the boulder that crushes Piggy shatters the shell too. This symbolizes the complete removal of civilized restraint or the rule of law from among the boys. We have next, that is Piggy's glasses. Piggy comes across as the most intelligent and rational among the boys on the island. His glasses represent the power of science and intellectualism in society. The boys use the lenses to start the fire. Later, Jack's hunters steal the glasses to make fire, and Ralph's group is left helpless. The signal fire. The boys think of lighting the fire so as to attract the attention of any ship passing by, so that they may be rescued. The fire continues as the only connections of the boys with civilization. In the early parts of the novel, all the boys strive to maintain the fire so as to be rescued and return to society. However, as the fire dies out, we realize that the boys have lost the desire to be rescued and return to civilization. They probably have accepted their savage life on the island. Ironically, it is the fire again, though started with a different motive, that brings help to the island and the boys are finally rescued. The beast. The concept functions as an imaginary beast that frightens the boys. Actually, it is the basic instinct of savagery existing within all human beings. All the boys feel scared of the beast, but it's only Simon who realizes that they fear the beast because it exists within them. As the boys grow more and more savage, their belief in the beast grows. The boy's behavior is what brings the beast into existence. So the more savagely the boys act, the more real the beast seems to become. So from this we have come to the end of our video. Thank you.